Hi, my name is Ethan Locke, and today I'm going to be talking about Nordstrom as a company, and in particular the retail apocalypse that them and many other retailers are dealing with in today's society and economy. So retail stores face a very tough reality in today's economy. Um, Thousands of retailers have had to close their stores nationwide. That includes Macy's, JCPenney, and Nordstrom, obviously, which is largely due to e-commerce, online shopping, if you will, like Amazon. Nordstrom in particular, the dependence on malls and the lack of investment in e-commerce early has really hurt them. So there's a graph number of retail stores closing in early 2017. It just shows you the drastic measures that each retailer has had to take and how many stores they've had to close. You can see Nordstrom is quite high on that list. So my agenda today, company history, how is the retail industry as a whole dealing with the apocalypse, Nordstrom's actions and market plans to survive the apocalypse, and then also their stock and sales through these hard times. How has it been affected by the retail apocalypse? So the company history, it was founded as a shoe store by Swedish immigrants in 1901. Then after it became the most successful shoe retailer in the country, it shifted into clothing and surpassed $100 million in sales in 1973. It is now obviously one of the biggest retailers in the country and become a complete multinational corporation across all countries. So there's a quick video for you guys about how the retail industry is combating the apocalypse. Macy's and Kohl's have set in many different strategies, differing from Nordstrom, obviously, to deal with this apocalypse. But overall, as a whole, it's pretty much trying to cut back on stores and making sure they can combat Amazon in the e-commerce market. So you guys can watch that if you please. So there's another graph that shows the jobs, the retail job market. You can see non-retail jobs have completely surpassed, by 2013, completely surpassed retail job in-store jobs. So Nordstrom's strategy. Focus is still on brick and mortar stores, although it's very risky. They want to keep their focus on their in-store and not have it be based too much on e-commerce. Just opened a really large flagship store in New York City, and their stores still account for 66% of their sales. And they have this idea of a reimagined communal shopping experience. So you can see on this graph just the mass that Amazon has grown to, and you can see all the retail stores, all their stock has fell, all their net income has fell, but Amazon has skyrocketed in recent. So for Nordstrom's e-commerce, although they focus primarily on brick and mortar stores, their e-commerce has increased. Now it accounts for 34% of their profit, which is up 23%, just to fight Amazon. And it's kind of interesting to see how the whole coronavirus thing is going to affect their brick and mortar stores. Obviously, no one can go out and buy anything at their stores. They have to all shop online. So that is almost a perfect growth market for Amazon and could tend to hurt Nordstrom coming in the future. So this is a little look at the JWN stock, Nordstrom stock. As you can see, there's a absolutely massive dip in the past few years. All stock has just completely come to an increase in the retail industry just due to this apocalypse, while Amazon's has skyrocketed. So even though it faces many business problems currently with the whole problems with the retail stores and all of that, it still economically appeals to investors. Net income did fall by 13% last year. Stock has also fallen 57%, which is typical of the retail industry currently, down to $4 billion value. But internet sales have gone up 7%. Nordstrom is still grown to one of the most famous retailers in the whole world. Although they've struggled lately, they're very optimist, and they hope for change. So the e-commerce market has really helped them, as well as it's always going to be interesting to see how the coronavirus affects their company, just in general. So if there's any questions for me or in the replies, I will try and get back to you. Thank you.